Lifers, it's Jason Love with Jason Loves Life. Video number 339 of this year, 2017. I think we have over 500. We have 500 some videos, I believe. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think that wasn't really sure I was going to make it, but at this point, I have to make videos every day for 2017. I'm still not sure what's going to happen after the new year. My guess is I'm going to take a little time off, meaning like a couple days, and sort of regroup, think it through. I'm not 100% sure on that. I got 20. What do we got? 31 days. 31 days of it's 25 days. So I got like 24 days or so to make that decision. I wanted to talk a little bit about projects, and this is something I've always struggled with, and right now it just feels really good because I have like 3 or 4 projects going on. Most of them are making at least some money. Like even this vlog, which is me just talking to you guys, is making some money. So it's right now filmmaking is kind of like probably a third of my income this year, maybe close to half, which is kind of blowing my mind since like when I started I wasn't making any money when I started in January 1st. So and most of that is project, not like from YouTube. So right now I have going on is we have Autism a la Mode YouTube channel launching. That might get pushed. I know that we said January. It should be launched in January. I just don't know if it'll be January 1st, which was my original goal. But I don't think I think I've been saying in January we're going to launch it. The first video should be done by then. And part of the reason why I'm not 100% sure is just because Leah is picking up some hours. We're actually hiring a babysitter for some of that time, who I'll actually be home, and the babysitter's just basically watching Evelyn while Everett's doing ABA therapy. And so that will hopefully help with getting caught up on the Behind the Autism series and getting that Autism a la Mode YouTube channel up, and then in January get the website up, or there's a website up now, autismalamode.com, but it's just a sign-in page, so, or a news, like if you want to sign up to know when it launches kind of thing. So Autism a la Mode's a big one. Obviously this is going to be a big one. Not sure exactly what this is going to look like. My goal is to do less autism specific, so we're trying to decide, do we want parenting Q&A on here? Do we want an Autism a la Mode, or should we cut it? I appreciate everyone asking for it. I think we might not necessarily just sort of adapt it, maybe change it to once a week just going live. So just, I don't know what we call it, Love Family Q&A, and less focus on autism, only because our son is so young. We've been kind of, even though I worked with autistic kids in the past and I've worked in mental health for a long time, I feel like it makes more sense to get a lot of questions I would rather ask a professional, I guess is my thoughts. And so for the parenting questions, and those, I figured if we just did like a generic live Q&A, then the questions could come up, we can answer those questions. People can still send in questions, because most of the questions we get, which we don't really get a chance to answer, are not on the parenting Q&A things anyways, on the parenting Q&A videos and those comments, just because they're usually people who aren't familiar with the channel, so they don't get that. So that's something that's up in the air. So this channel, again, I don't think it'll be drastic. Probably January will probably be basically the same, but I'm trying to rethink this. Big project is finishing up the Milwaukee Mob documentary. That has a lot of time I need to put into it. I need to finish it. And it's paid, so it takes priority, because it's something that hopefully will make money for the person who's doing it. And he's kind of set it up where I did it for lower than what, well, long story short, I did it lower than what I'd like to do it for. And I partially did that because I said, this is going to be basically a YouTube video. And then he wanted a longer, and so, long story short, he's also given me percentage of all the profits. So we've kind of like partnered up on it in sort of a just in revenue sharing. So that'll be cool, because then I think he figures he'll do it that way, because I have people who watch my channel and I have friends who make films, and sort of we can pool our connections. A project that's kind of knocked on my door, and I'm not sure what it'll mean, is talking about a documentary. They had seen some of the work that I had helped with for that promo video in Chicago. I mostly did behind the scenes stuff, but helped out on set, stuff like that. Then some of my other, some of my vlog stuff. Talking about doing a documentary, a full documentary, like a serious documentary. Hopefully serious. I have to talk to him. Serious being like this documentary I'm doing is more, like I said, like a YouTube video, basically. I mean, there's going to be some interviews. It's just, like I said, it's not enough money that I can spend months full-time working on it. It's more like months part-time working on it. It'll still be good. Some great information, the stuff I have already. We just did one interview. We got two short interviews we're going to do to fill in some of the gaps. It's going to be awesome. It's just also it's historical in the sense of, I forget the years, 60s to the 80s or something. Anyways, a time period where it's going to be hard. It's mostly going to be photos and stuff like that. Maybe some video of locations because it's all in Milwaukee, so I'll drive up to Milwaukee and take some video. And then the last project, I don't know if I talked about this, and is I've been hired to teach, I don't know what you call it, run an after school program for kids making YouTube videos. And it's new, and there's actually, weirdly enough, another club at the same school, and I'm trying to make these connections, but it's hard to. That's the problem, right? It's like 3 hours a week. Yeah, like each group's, but I go over because it's a lot of fun and I actually get really energized working with the kids. And again, kids being the oldest is 18 and the youngest is probably 16 right now. So yeah, kids, but not like fifth graders. You know what I mean? So it's been really fun. And I want to talk to one of my teacher friends a little bit, because my struggle is we're moving forward, but I want to stay ahead of any issues that come up. My issue is we have to have 10 kids. We have about 6 or 7 right now. When we get to 10 kids, the problem I've noticed even now is making videos, unless you're in charge or depending on who you can be kind of boring, right? Because we did a shot for a promo video, which I'll try to post on here just to show you guys what they're making. You got one kid set up the camera, 2 kids kind of rehearsing, another kid kind of setting up the audio and kind of helping with the video stuff, and then there's 2 kids that are just sitting on the table, sitting at the table and kind of being like, "What do you want us to do?" And so my worry is, luckily they all work super well together. We came up with this idea for this promo video, and we already have another video idea in mind. I just can't figure out, should I make teams of 2 or 3 and then have them work together in their teams and do that. So that I need to figure out, but it's really cool to be like, hey, let's make a video. We came up with the concept, and whatever, the 2 days, because it's 2 days a week and each day is an hour and a half. I just end up doing 2 hours just because I want to be there. and I'd like to do more. I think we could get it funded. That's the thing, is get some funding and then just do it as a job. You know what I mean? Not like full time, but like if I could put in 4 days a week at 2 hours, or maybe 3 hours at a time. So it's really 6 hours. I almost can guarantee you I could find some funding to do that. The question is whether the school district will allow me to do that. I'm going to show some. Let's do some behind the scenes right now here, so you can see a couple clips of what we're running.
That's a terrible idea.
Okay, that's a terrible idea.
And action.
Guys, I've got it. Picture this.
That's a terrible idea.
I need one more take.
Yeah, let's do a few. It's short, so it's good. And action.
Guys, I've got it. Picture this.
That's a terrible idea.
Action.
Guys, I've got such a good idea. Picture this.
So yeah, it's just a blast. It's cool to work. I try to put teams together for actually a few years. Like I have friends who make YouTube videos and movies. And it's like, hey, do you guys just want to like team up and work together? And it's just like they got jobs and they got lives. You know, they like to go party. I'm not really a partier. So then it's like, okay, well, let's talk to these guys. And these guys are like, yeah, we make movies, but like they work a lot and their time's scattered. And a lot of them, interesting enough, have like cool equipment. So it's like I have access to these people who make videos, and a lot of them want to make movies where I'm kind of like, I don't know, I don't mind. I'd be fun to make a movie, and I want to make a movie, but right now it's mostly, to me, YouTube's kind of the fun. I could see how you make money on YouTube. I have no idea. It feels like if you made a movie, like how do you make money on a movie? Like YouTube's, it's like ads. I don't know. I guess you could put it on YouTube, but it's like, who wants to sit down and watch a 2-hour movie? I don't know. I feel like a web series is a way better way to go. And so that's what these kids want to do. So Everett's calling me. So make sure. Ooh. Ooh, do you need help?
Everett's have the cold.
You have a cold?
Yes.
Everett has a cold. Gotta go. All right. Don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up, and are we going to see him tomorrow?
They need a blanket.
Okay. We'll see him tomorrow. He needs a blanket.